My phone has been ringing. anyways, I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually very catchy. It is very catchy. So, hi guys, welcome to TJ's View, and I'm glad to have you here. Please check around the channel. Let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy what you're watching. Genuinely, like if you enjoy, like if you don't enjoy, just I guess watch a little bit and go. Please don't click off right now. Towards my engagement, please. Genuinely. Anyways, so guys, who is joining us again? Where's San's hand? Guys, it's winter, so I'm cold. Say hi to San. Hi, San. And hi, guys. So, hi to everybody. Welcome back to TJ's View, where we do social commentary and we do reviews. And we've never done music reviews before, but we're starting to do music reviews for this particular season. It's more like I want to turn it into a December tradition, if you guess what I'm saying. So, yes. So, today we're going to be reviewing an artist that I'm very sure many of you are surprised. Like, he still releases music. Yeah, of course he does. And I got him covered today. So we're going to be talking about Korede Bello, or as some like to call him, KB, or as he calls himself, Korede Bello. I'm so bad at singing. Anyways, so we're going to be talking about KB today, and we're going to be reviewing his latest EP, Mega Vibrations. So one thing you should know about my album review series is that we are planning to review all the Nigerian albums that came out in 2025, no matter or body of work basically, EPLP albums, whatever. And we're serious, like we're actually serious. I already recorded for Tiwa Savage. I don't know which one is going to come out first, either this or that. I genuinely don't know. And the recordings for Davido's album is coming soon. But let's not make this about other people. Let's focus on KB for today and let's get right into it. Korede Bello drops the EP December 5th, 2025, and the EP is called Mega Vibration. So we're going to talk about many things that we need to know and then get into like the album review, the EP review. Sorry. So, who is Korede Bello? For those of you that don't know, Korede Bello is a Nigerian singer and songwriter born on February 29th, 1996 in Lagos State. He first rose to fame after signing with Mavis Record in 2014, where he became known for his smooth vocals and Afro pop style. And his breakout hit was Godwin. If you guys don't know, Godwin was a song that was literally everywhere. Like, oh my god, it was like, I don't know, you know, when that song "Watch Me Weep, Watch Me Nene" came out, and it was everywhere for like you Westerners, because I have a lot of Western audience apparently. So for you Westerners, like that is the equivalent of what Godwin was in Nigeria. The dance was everywhere. There was a dance that went like this, and you dance it, and it was more of a celebration song. Like he was known for that, and also, Mavis Record is a big record label in Nigeria. Like it's kind of the equivalent of, let's see, like I mean, obviously the power equivalence is might not be like, okay. If you guys know who Ira Star and Rema are, that's their record label. I think that just explains it all, basically. So that's the record label I was signed with. And then they used to do a lot of group songs, and he would also sing on them. And he usually have some of the best verses that you're going to hear on those tracks. Anyways, I mean, all of them killed it anyways, but let's get into this particular EP, Mega Vibration. So, guys, I think this mic thing might be working. Oh, if you guys don't know, San is actually here to be a mic stand. Because I'm so lazy to be on. You know, I like moving my hand. And if you guys know from my last video, because I was holding the mic, I could not move my hand. And I don't like that. So, yeah. Anyways, 1 minute silence for the words that goes to be ended in today's video. Let's get into it. So, Korede EP signals a fresh face in his career after years of early mainstream success and a period of relative quietness. I mean, he dropped an album last year, but I did not really hear anything about it. Like if you get what I'm saying, like it was not making any noise. I'm very sure his fans did enjoy it, but like I've also not listened to that album, so I'm guilty. But I did not even know you dropped something to begin with, so it's not my fault, guys. Anyways, then Mega Vibration positions him as a more confident, nimble artist, comfortable blending genres and emotions. And it also shows that he is not defined by his past hits anymore and is willing to try new things. And that's one thing he actually did in Mega Vibration. He tried a lot of new things, you know. But if you guys know, like, I don't glaze people. Like, I don't just put people on pedestal. If I don't like your work, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. Like, in case you don't know, you're finding out. Like, what I don't like, I'm going to say I don't like, and what I like, I'm going to tell you I like. So, if you're expecting a all positive or a all negative review, click off. I'm just telling you, it's not going to be all positive and it's not going to be all negative. I guess depending on what artist I'm reviewing, actually, because the last review I did, oh my god, she killed it. Like, guys, when you watch it, you're going to know. Anyways, um let's get into it. So, what are the current happening in Korede's career right now? Like, there is public commentary suggesting that he's been reflective about his fame, his artistry, and his growth, and is focusing on quality over hype. But generally speaking, like, will I say he's in his post legacy era? Like, he's had his era as an artist where he was able to drop his legacy, with Godwin, with Romantic, with all the features on the Maven's tracks, with Mungo Park, with Butterfly, with Mikasa Shikasa, which was actually my song, my question, my answer. Anyways, like, he really, had a run. Like, he was running over and over, delivering. So he's had his own era, and this is more like his after his legacy era kind of situation, like when things are more calmer in his career right now. And I feel like that's also a part of how the Nigerian listeners and Nigerian public has actually changed to their own music taste too. So, um, what cultural expectations were there for the EP? Korede holds a respected legacy. Like, people genuinely actually respect his legacy. I mean, as I said, he had a very good one. So people, the expectations were, some were expecting it to like reaffirm his relevance, like, oh, if this drops, people are going to remember how amazing Korede was, and then come back to listen. And some were just like, I mean, it's going to drop something that feels good. And some did not even know he was dropping anything. Some being me, I didn't even know he was going to drop a body of work until I actually started searching, if you get what I'm saying. So, and this almost feels like a running theme. But I swear, I actually knew some albums were dropped, and I even listened to some of the albums when they actually dropped, or the body of works when they actually dropped. And you're going to find out, obviously, when the reviews are coming. But for Korede and the last and the first artist I reviewed, I genuinely did not know they were dropping something. But I guess now I know, and now you know, and you must listen. You must listen. That's why you're here. I mean, you're here to listen to what I think, but also just to listen. And I feel like if you've actually listened to the body of work, you'll be able to relate more to what I'm saying, because you'll be able to say, "Oh my God, she's right. Oh my God, she's wrong. Oh, she's capping. Or oh, facts." You'll be able to give it will ginger you more, if you get what I'm saying. So please listen, actually. But am I marketing for KB right now? I guess I am. KB, hi. I'm marketing for your album unintentionally. You will never see this anyway. So guys, let's continue. Let's get into the songs. So we have number one. Actually, I prefer to tell you guys who wrote which track and who produced each track, but like, I was not really able to get that information readily during research, because the places where I would have been able to find the information on the album, like who produced, who wrote what, and whatever, I did not find it there. Like Genius, now I did not find anything on Genius about Mega Vibration. So I know the album just also, I mean, the EP also just dropped, so maybe Korede is still working on updating the metadata like everywhere. But I'm going to make sure that when I'm editing, I'm able to at least find who produced, or who the executive producer was, because I don't know that right now. But let's still review the album. Anyway, so we have number one.
Me, I wanna live my life. Me, I wanna live my life on the low low.
It feels like a palette cleanser, as someone who had a lot of songs prior to it. So basically, by the time I actually listened to number one, I already listened to a lot of songs. Oh, sorry, I skipped. If you guys don't know my format, I wrote down all the thoughts I feel immediately as I was listening to the album, and then I go and check the lyrics and what the lyrics like mean afterwards. So basically, you guys hear my first thoughts on both the song and the lyrics, even though you're not like watching it happen in real time. But I mean, from the way I wrote it, you guys can possibly tell us what was happening, anyways. So let's get back into it. So I basically listened to a lot of songs before I listened to Korede Bello's EP, and Mega Vibration like felt like a palace cleanser. Like it's sorry, like the first song number one, it's cleared my head of all the noise I've had. So like it just made me ready, like, oh, my head is ready and in set to actually listen to what this body of work is saying. So then it was vibey, it was clean, and it gave me like a bit of Ashake vibe actually. And I checked TikTok and they actually agree. Like people in the comment section are like, I think this sounds like Ashake, did they write this or whatever? And I agree with them actually, like genuinely. If you listen to it and tell me it doesn't sound like Ashake, oh yeah, do that and let me know. And if you don't know what Shaka is also a Nigerian singer whose fame actually came years. Will I say? Because Korede Bello had this breakthrough in 2014, right? Ashaka had this breakthrough in like 2020, 2019-ish. So that's like a bit of a lot of time in between anyways. So you guys should, and actually that's actually a running thing for this like EP. There's a lot of songs that sound like other people, but that's besides the point. Let's get into it anyways. So the lyrics were like not really anything like special, but there was a lot of self praise. Like there was a lot of Emio Bello kind of situation, and I'm like, okay, okay, go KB, go Corridor. Like, I mean, it was fun, you know. There was a lot of self praise, and then slowly and gradually it gets more nonsensical. Sorry. Actually, if you guys know a lot of Afrobeat songs these days, because the old Afrobeats actually used to have a lot of meaningful and beautiful lyrics, but these days they've changed, you know. It's more about, oh, your body na meat pie these days. So, anyways, like, so I was not really so surprised about how the lyrics weren't like anything crazy, crazy, really crazy to write about, but it was a really good song. Like, don't get me wrong, vibey, like dancey even if you want to dance you're gonna have fun with the song. Then the second song, Sugar, and Sugar was the lead single, which why, like why, like, oh my god, Corey, why did you make Sugar the lead single for the song, for the EP?
My phone has been ringing. If it's not money, I'm not picking.
Like, okay, I actually guess why Sugar could have been the lead single, because Sugar actually is a song that is different from every other thing he's done. Like, I'm passionate about this, and that's why I'm this I don't know animated. I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate because Sugar is actually a song that is like like experimental on whatever, but like if his goal for the album was to show that he can do different sounds, Sugar was not the best way to go. What happened to the next song that we're going to talk about? Like, anyways, anyways, I mean, to each artist their own, like genuinely, because I mean, I genuinely feel you should just do whatever you want with your song. I mean, it's your song, you know. But honestly, or like Sugar as the lead single would throw anybody off from listening to the EP. Let's just be honest. Especially as Nigerians, where a lot of Nigerians don't really like experimental sounds. Me, I do actually because I really enjoy like Nigerian Ote music and whatever, and that's why I'm even going to be doing reviews on them. But like genuinely, like it's going to throw off a lot of people. But anyways, let's get into Sugar. Sugar sounds unserious, like completely unserious. The instrumental really killed. Like it had a very, very good instrumental. Like the instrumental was dancey and vibey, and it had like this drum that was making you wanna dance. La la dun 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 dun. Like, oh, I like that. I like the instrumental. Then it gives like a little bit of DJ KY's like fun sound, and it is like dancey and catchy and Korede. Come to the friends. Which one is Eja Dindin?
Cause I'm on a big fish, a din din.
Which one's like a big fish? Eja Dindin, like, what the fuck? How did you even. If you guys don't know, Eja Dindin means like fried fish. Like, oh, like, my phone has been ringing. anyways, I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually very catchy. It is very catchy and vibey, but very nonsensical, and that's the problem. But I guess it also shows like dynamics. So Honestly, when I actually checked, like the lyrics weren't it. I'm not even gonna lie, the lyrics are not. They are comical. When I actually checked, I mean, I actually do like the sound to some extent, I guess. Like I like the production, the sound. I said it was really fun, but what I say it was very, very different. Like I would have never expected that from Korede Bello. Like I actually checked on TikTok, right? And I saw people reacting to it. People were like, "Oh, what is this? Which one is this again? Like, how can what kind of sound is this? Ha, he has fallen off." I mean, Nigerians and drama. Then when I actually checked on YouTube, his fans obviously were the ones that went to watch the music video on YouTube. They loved it. As in, I was saying, "Hi, Korede, I'm from Congo. I really love this. Hi, Korede, I'm from Kenya. I really love this. Hi, Korede, I'm from this place. Oh my God, it's amazing." And I'm like, oh, like that's too, different. So it seems like his fans actually really liked it. And people that are not have not been listening to him for a while, I guess returning fans or returning listeners were just really shocked. For me though, I think it was fun. I think it was a fun track. And I don't hate fun, genuinely. Like I actually think you should have fun. And but anyways, still. So the next track was By Your Side.
No ojoro, you cannot do me ojoro.
And By Your Side was like it flows more like sugar. Also, it was playful, it was groovy, like it had amapiano drums and the woodwinds too were like setting the mood and everything. And I didn't like the best spice like to the instrumental basically. The instrumental carried. And his voice, like his vocals was really dynamic. They were doing a lot with the vocals. Like, it was like lighter in some places, deeper in some places. There was a lot of movements. Like, anyways, the production and the way his vocals was really dynamics, basically. That's a dynamic, so really dynamic, not dynamics. Anyways, it sounded just fun and lovely. And the lyrics are like lover boy mixed with like a little bit of self praising. I think Korede Bello really wanted to praise himself on this EP. Anyways, he's also like the lyrics were also not fully to my taste. I mean, I like introspective lyrics, so you can understand. But like, it was also a fun track. But the song also reminded me of Whiskey old songs. Like, it reminded me of some of Whiskey old songs. Actually, that is track with LAX. I don't know if it was Caro or if he had another track with LAX that I don't remember. But it had a little bit of that like sound to it, and I guess that Afrobeat sound. But like it's my let's say I love the EP sonically, like it's vibey. If you just want to vibe, you are going to have fun with the EP. But if you are looking for, I get a bit more growth, a bit. I mean, not to say there was no growth, there is growth, but like, well, let me just continue. Then let's move on to um Enchante or in parentheses Ajoke.
Call on me when you need somebody.
Enchante is the one I said if you wanted to put a more fun song as like the face of the song, Enchante would have really been a good fun song to put. But I guess I'm just being biased. Anyways, so Enchante like had a perfect intro, like oh my god, the intro. I was gone by the intro. When I had Enchante, I was like, no, 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 no. Like this is it. This is the song. It was really like I really liked the intro and it moved a bit more serious like the first track. I mean, the first track was serious, as you know. Then the second and the third track was goofy. Then the third, fourth track was also a bit serious, and it was smooth. And the sample, like the sampling of the Enchante, continuously just made it like a million times better. Like I really, really like it, and also people really liked it online. So when I checked TikTok to see the responses, and they really, really liked it, and the lyrics were also like okay, like it was mostly giving lover boy and it was mostly about this Ajoke girl playing him a little bit and he like auditioning for her love basically, which I think was really really fun. Like it was playful back and forth kind of thing. It was really nice. I liked it. Then we have Bad Girls. Bad Girls felt the most Korede sounding song of everything. Like Bad Girls is exactly what I would expect from Korede Bello, if you get what I'm saying.
Touch your body, sweet melody.
Like if you're looking for a Korede Bello sound on this EP, is Bad Girls. And the sample like reminds me of a Victoni track. See, I say it gives like it keeps reminding me of a lot of different people's sounds, and it's like you know It sounds like this person, it sounds like that person, it sounds like this. Like it keeps reminding me of different sounds. And this one reminded me of Victoni. Like the sampling and every other thing. But as I said, it's still the most Korede Bello sounding of all the tracks. Genuinely, like it sounds just like something you would expect from Korede Bello. Which is not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing that it sounds like a Korede Bello track. Come on. It's a Korede Bello song, obviously it sounds like him. That's good. So it's it had this repetitiveness to it, and it was kind of like an honey track, let's not lie. I mean, bad girls. So then we have Attention, the last track. And Attention, as we was basically Lover Boy Korede.
Put my lips on your neck very gently.
Oh, as you know, Korede Bello is like the best has been a lover boy, and that was what this like track held, the lover boy part of Korede. Like sound wise, vocal wise, like it makes you feel like it's flirting with you basically. The vocals, the smoothness, the instrumentals, everything was just perfect. And it was good. Like it was good. And the lyrics was more like I'll do everything you want kind of vibe. Like I actually really, really enjoyed like that. So now let's talk about like the musical growth of the EP compared to like everything else I've listened to from him. As you know, I said I didn't listen to the last album, so I cannot exactly tell you whether he grew or he did not grow. But from I'm more familiar with when his music was still like in his. I feel like I clogged out of Korede Bello's music in his Mikasa Shukasa era. I really loved Mikasa and Shukasa, but like after that, I did not like hear anything else. If you get what I'm saying, so that's when I clogged off. If you get what I'm saying, so that's where I can compare it. I feel like the growth was not like there like crazily. Like it feels a lot of the songs just feels like trend chasing, but not like in the I want to be like everybody else, but more in the I'm experimenting like with different sounds. Like I've not like grown to found my own perfect sound that I'm going to stick with, and which is not necessarily bad because genuinely like there's fun in using different sounds. You don't have to just be repeating one sound over and over again. In fact, that's going to get boring really quickly. So, but it just doesn't feel like I feel like you can also evolve your own sound, but the EP doesn't feel like an evolution of a sound. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like it feels more trendy or trend chasey than um working to like build my own sound and grow and evolve, like to be great and big or something. As I said, I basically like the fact that you really tried out different stuff on the EP because many artists, stop trying new things. And I'm glad I didn't actually take that route. Then we have the production. The production was okay, like nothing really stood out like on the production. Like I wasn't like blown out of my mind. But it was okay. Like it was not distracting. Nothing like it was clean and it was good with the vibe. Like there was nothing that was like, oh, why is this here? If you get what I'm saying, there was nothing that was like, oh, why is this here? Like it was good. So then the music video, there was only one, and that was for Sugar, and it was very like simple. I want to say boring, but let's just say simple. Simple music video was just him standing around singing Sugar. I'm a big fish. Ejadinde. Sorry, like, I cannot get that line. And my phone has those two lines. I cannot get them out of my mind. Genuinely speaking, I guess it did the job as a single. Like it stays stuck in your brain. You get so the vocals was also good. Like it was good as usual. Like already has good vocals. So I was not expecting to hear him singing bad. If you get what I'm saying. Then the cohesion was not there. Like it wasn't cohesive sound sonically wise. It was also not cohesive. Um, what's it called? Subject matter wise, which is okay because it's an EP. EPs don't necessarily need to be cohesive, so it's fine. Then my favorite song was Attention and Enchante. Then the worst song. Sorry, it's for Sugar. Not like as I said, Sugar is not bad, but if you compare the quality of Sugar to the other songs on the track, then like it's not as good as them. I mean, we have to pick one. We have to pick one, guys. And also, a friend of mine actually said that Sugar to them sounded very uncompleted. Like it sounded very like not done. I don't hear that though because me I actually like chaotic production. I actually don't hear the not done part, but I guess that's why it sounded like someone else. Then see, like already, I'm actually promoting this APO. I'm even pushing my friends to listen to it. Like, come and listen, kind of situation. Anyways, Then my interpretation of it was like it was a fun EP and it was exploring different sounds. I don't know what his interpretation of the EP is because I was not really able to like find a lot of interviews, talking about it. But I do think that he probably just wanted to have fun and vibe with his EP, if you get what I'm saying. Then who would like this? Korede Bello fans, like his hardcore fans, you people will love this because I mean I'm very sure you guys wanted to hear more from him. Then we have people that are open for fun and experimentation would enjoy these. Like if you are an Afrobeat fan, so you would really like this because it was Afrobeat at its core. Who would not like this? If you are obsessing over his old sound, like if you just want to hear the romantic and the Godwin vibe, please. That's not what is you are doing here. This is not why we are here. Anyways, like that's not what this EP is about. And if you are like into, let's see, R&B, rock, all those other like sounds, this EP is not for you. Genuinely, it's Afrobeat and it's Afrobeat only. So the overall score for the EP is, you people should score it a bit because if I score it now, Corey Devil will not talk to me anymore. Not like he's talking to me before, but let me be delusional a little bit. But I'm not going to score it. You guys should score it and let me know what you think. And also let me know what you guys think about the EP. Listen, let me know what your favorite track is, what track you did not like. Let me know if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. Let me know if I was too harsh on sugar and if I should have been nicer. And let me just know what you guys think basically. And it was nice having you guys with me on TJ's View today. Thank you very, 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 very much. And more album reviews are coming and more like EP reviews are coming. So thank you so much